Hello, I'm Dr. Scott Young of the Hearing Solutions Centers. I'm the owner of this business. I've been doing this around 21 years, but a key fact that you have to know that we're talking about today is that I'm also a musician. So we're going to talk about in-ear monitors. What are they? Well, first off, you have to know who would even care about in-ear monitors. Those are for musicians and for audiophiles. Those are types of people that would use the in-ear monitors. So they're custom-made devices. Let me show you what they look like, and then we'll talk a little bit more about them. So the in-ear monitors look like this. They're a clear device on the inside and out. We can make them with colors if you'd like. And they fit in your ear just kind of like a hearing aid would look. So we fit them in the ear with the wire that goes over top on both sides. They come with a 3.5 millimeter jack with a stereo jack with a gold ring around it. Then I can hook up my sound and to listen to my favorite song or anything else that I want to. Very easy to take out. And we tend to make these with a clip, and most people will want that clip on there so they can hold on to it a little bit easier. I wear these in the airplane. I wear them in quite a few circumstances that I want to be able to hear. And then I can control the volume in my circumstance and be able to hear all the things around me. You see musicians that are on stage, and normally they're going to practice beforehand to get the volumes correct. And they have these things called feedback, which is a whistling sound that can happen inside of the circumstance. It causes so much problem to be able to hear correctly for both the audience and the musicians on stage. When we isolate the sounds for that musician, then what will happen is we can reduce the volume down to make it more effective for everyone around. Inside of these little guys, there are things called drivers, or we call them speakers. We can make three different types. One is a single driver unit. A single driver just has one speaker and sends out to the ear. And that's for most of the audiophiles, people that want to listen to music but they're not as discriminating as a musician is. Then we separate them for key musicians. We'll have a dual monitor. We separate those two speakers and there's a push-pull event that happens in the driver. We have people out there, online dealers, that try to tell you, hey, we have the best systems out there. They'll try to say to you that we have 6 drivers. There are no 6 drivers. Trust me. This one here has a back-to-back receiver and a back-to-back receiver and a back-to-back receiver, which is the same thing. A 6 driver is the same thing as a triple driver. I started to look at those online places. How much more are they? How much less are they? Normally, I love to go online and go to Amazon or eBay and shop for things. I have no problem with that. But when you're talking about a custom-made device, is it any good? Guess what we also found? Not only do you have to pay $25 per impression and the shipping, but what we found is each one of these were anywhere from $100 to $150 more expensive per set than we are. So you get local service, we take care of the shipping, we take care of the ear molds, we take care of the impressions, we take care of any repair issues. You don't have to do anything, and you don't have to worry about an online place. And by the way, if you tried to send off your own impressions, because they'll send you this ear-packed material so you can make your own impression, they will charge you for a remake, meaning that you'd have to almost buy new ones just to cover that. So those are significant disadvantages. The guys at Drum World, which are here in Tulsa, exclusively refer to us because they've seen the difference that we make. One of my favorite things to do with patients is to first see their setting. Their setting almost always on their phone is all the way up. We first put any one of them, doesn't matter which type we put on, their volume instantly, their eyes raise up, they say, oh my gosh. They drop their volume down to a third. That tells me how much we're making a difference. So I think if you look at all the advantages out there, you'll find that Hearing Solution Centers has the only ability that you can do to take care of this circumstance. Come and see us.